academic year, we are thrilled to have you with us as we embark on this intellectual journey. Let us begin our program by invoking blessings with a prayer led by Ms. Anaka and Eva Grace from English Department. Please rise for the prayer.
Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is a trail, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your paddle, Lord. And where there's love to faith in you. Oh, Master, grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is a trail, let me bring your love. Where there is injury, your paddle, Lord. And where there's trust to faith in you.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. K.J. Verghese, HOD and Dean of International Affairs, for the welcome address. Sir, please.
Good morning, everyone. Manager for the Joy PT CMI. One of our plenary speakers, Ms. Julie Simon, Dean of International Affairs, Shinawatra University, Thailand. Our former head of the department and the present vice principal, Associate Professor Mary Patrus. Delegates and presenters from various parts of India. My dear colleagues and students. It's indeed a proud moment for the Department of English to organize an international conference of this magnitude with speakers and delegates from 6 to 7 different nationalities and delegates from many of the states in India. And this is our third conference this year. We had a national conference and then a one-day international conference and now a 3-day international conference on transcending boundaries, exploring interdisciplinary approaches to language, literature and culture. And when we were planning this third international conference of this year, we were thinking of a topic which would be relevant to the present times. And as you all know, we had the introduction of FIUGP, 4-year degree programs, and the implementation of new education policy in Kerala. And it speaks much about interdisciplinarity and multidisciplinarity. So, there was a time when we went after specializations. There were conferences organized, maybe on specific topics, not even in a subject area, but on specific topics. And it has its own relevance. But at the same time, with the introduction of NEP and the developments which is happening in the information era, the world is becoming multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. I just don't know how many of us really thought of the difference between these terms and what exactly interdisciplinarity means. See, sometimes we even use them interchangeably, but to our distinct words, and we chose interdisciplinarity or interdisciplinary approaches to language, literature, and culture. Of course, we all know in India, literature studies dominate, especially at the university levels. Recently, I've been to an international conference in Guwahati by LTI, and we are also inaugurating the LTI Central Kerala chapter. And a question that popped up was, where is ELT in India? Right. See, the status of English in India is that of a second language, and we have enough literature to be studied. Okay. But we have many countries where English is a foreign language, where they use this language mainly as a lingua franca for communication purposes, to do their business, to transact their business, etc. So naturally, we have, I think our functional English students must be knowing Kachru's circle, Braj Kachru's circle, where we have an ever-widening foreign language speakers, whereas native speakers, that circle is quite stagnant. It doesn't develop, it's not developing. Whereas we have, and even second language speakers, it's almost the same, but we have an ever widening circle of foreign language speakers. So we have made a selection of our speakers mainly from foreign language countries. Of course, we have speakers from second language, and we have also a native speaker. But when we speak of interdisciplinarity, all these terms come into play, like language, literature, culture, and what exactly that we think of is a kind of synthesis of all this. So it's quite different from multidisciplinarity, we all know, where we juxtapose different disciplines, maybe to solve a research problem, whereas in interdisciplinarity we go for some new theories, some innovations through synthesizing these different disciplines, though they sometimes come together like language, literature, and culture. So we have an array of speakers who would be speaking, of course, on language teaching, or better termed as English language education. Then literature, we have literature studies and cultural studies. So that's how we, in fact, fixed this topic for this conference. And I think at least a few of our presenters, a few of our speakers did tell me that it's a relevant topic, as the world, especially becoming the global village, shrinking into a global village because of all latest technologies and AI. is becoming interdisciplinary. So I am sure that there will be takeaways for you people, our students, research scholars, because we have research scholars attending this conference from various parts of India. We are happy about it. And I must also welcome you to Kerala. You know, you are in the central Kerala. That's Trichy, often said to be the cultural capital of Kerala. But at the same time, there's something special about Irinjalakuda. And Irinjalakuda is often said to be the cultural center of the cultural capital Trichy. So in fact, I think you are at the right place to discuss interdisciplinarity or interdisciplinary approaches to language, literature, and culture, as you people are now in Irinjalakuda. And my duty is to welcome the dignitaries on and off the days. And let me tell you, many of us will be many of the speakers from different nationalities will be joining us soon. A few are coming tomorrow, and few will turn up today night. So it's with immense pleasure I would like to welcome the president of this inaugural function, our dear principal, Reverend Dr. Jolie Andrews, CMI. And let me tell you, he's a constant support. A person, I should say, even sometimes very quick-witted. At the same time, when we propose something, it's done. It's done. Okay. So we. So in our newsletter, winning so many awards. I mean, yearly, maybe that's just a single award, but the area where we got the award, I should say, is something really exemplary, because even foreign delegates in a previous conference was commenting on that. So, and for the principal is the backbone behind,